Welcome to the Agents of the Unexplained podcast. From a haunted abandoned asylum to Sasquatch lurking in the dark woods and watching you, and all things unexplained, here are the stories from outside our realm. With your host, Bill Rigby.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I just have a message sent to me, and I figured I better get on here and talk about strange anomalies. They had these orbs that were going from right to left at about 20 feet from him. Then it came in as close as 15, and he shined his spotlight on it, and you couldn't see nothing. Shut the spotlight off there and behind the brush again. To me, that's some kind of energy. Exactly what, I'm not sure. I like to say, yeah, I know, but I don't. Now, when we were at Salt Fork that first year for my camp out, Jay Pouch and I caught those three orbs, but they were across the road in the woods. No other lights over there. They weren't spotlighting for raccoons or anything like that. Because you can see them actually going through trees. They were rotating, going right to left. And at that distance, they were the size of a basketball, I'd say. Now, Jay put his thermal on the one time, I believe it was at Corky's. And it didn't give him no heat signature. So what kind of energy don't put off heat? I don't know. That's kind of weird. I'd like to find out myself, because some of that stuff's kind of weird. All right. Was it because when we saw ours, there was a Bigfoot that whooped, and within a few minutes, there was those light anomalies. Could that cause it? Putting off some sort of energy ahead of them, like a light, so they can see where they're going. I don't know. Can they do different stuff? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Brian Seach is taking reports on orbs and light anomalies and trying to compile information. Now, the first year down, Gretchen Fest, I was down there with them, and the gentleman came up. He had all these pictures of these different orbs. Now, you can make out faces in them. And the one, it was very demonic looking. I don't know if that's because the way the light flashed and they give it faces, but some of those look very, very real. So, what caused that? I don't know. These light anomalies are hard to figure out. Some of them, oh yeah, that's a light refraction off of something. But when you're in the middle of the woods and you see this, and there's no other light source, it's hard to figure out. Now, that whoop, and then the orbs Jay and I saw, we weren't the only ones that saw them like that, because other people reported hearing whoops or actually seeing a Bigfoot, and then a little bit later they see these orbs. Is that how Bigfoot's traveling? I don't know. Personally, The Bigfoot I saw took off down over the hill. Did it materialize in an orb? No. Did it jump through a portal? No. But I ain't saying it couldn't have, but it didn't. Because we don't know enough on it. So these light anomalies, they're very interesting to study. And now I've seen light anomalies in cemeteries where there's no lights around. Are they spirits? Possibility. I know it freaked my wife and I and daughter out that he was scared enough to let's go home instead of walking through the cemetery, because that one mausoleum, there was that nice glowing light coming out of the mausoleum. We thought it was coming out of the window there. Then we realized there's no windows in that mausoleum. So we all, they said, I don't think I want to go up there. And they said, no, we're going home. So we headed home. Yeah, that was kind of freaky. Like that guy down at Gretchen Fest. Yeah. I think he was from East Liverpool or Lisbon. They took all these orb pictures. And seeing the faces in them really, really kind of freaky. But as soon as I saw that one that was demonic, I said, hey, Brian, this one looks demonic. He said, I saw that one. I thought the same. So it is what it is. Were they actually faces in them? Oh, these pictures, they make you wonder. And but like with the Bigfoot, are they putting off this energy source to get a light ahead of them in the dark so they can see better? I don't know. I want to say no, because take our eyes for example. We're in the dark and all of a sudden we use a flashlight to see something. Now it's going to take a little while for our eyes to adjust again. So, no, I don't think so. But it's possible they can. I don't think, but it's possible. That's something else we're going to have to study a little harder on, which is kind of hard to do when you're not always totally sure when you can run into a Bigfoot. Keep an eye on that stuff, because I tell you what, sightings, sure, there's been a bunch of sightings, but for how long did they last? Not long. So another anomaly I'm going to touch base on, and it's the difference between Bigfoot and Dogman. No, I'm talking about light anomalies, Angel. That's all. And now I'm starting to touch base on Bigfoot Dogman comparisons. Some people believe a Dogman is a misrepresentation of a Bigfoot. But I got to argue that fact. With the reports I've gotten and reports I've seen, there's no mistaking a Dogman from a Bigfoot. Can't be misrepresented. The long snout, the pointed ears, the legs. I don't agree with that. I agree it is a Dogman. And I believe they were more, some of the stuff can be misrepresented with people freaking out seeing them. But I don't agree with that so much, because, like I said, the shape of their head, the long snout, the pointed ears. Bigfoot, you don't ever see ears, on top of their heads like a dog. The legs of a dog. Bigfoot don't have legs of a dog. So I'm not going along with that. It's possible. I ain't saying it's not. But I do believe a dog man is a dog man. I don't believe they're actually being misrepresented as, oh, no, that was a Bigfoot, but they just thought it was a dog. No, I can't go along with that. Not with the shape and everything. Yeah, I dressed down today, Grace. Shook everybody up with that. Dog man, not dogma. Jeez. Angel, you need to go another drive. Oh, you can't go on another drive. But anyhow, we're still trying to figure out the dogman phenomenon. And I actually took a dogman report here in Sharon, Pennsylvania, down along the river, right on the outskirts of Sharon and Hermitage. Scary? Yes, I'd say. Especially when they show their teeth. And as big as these are, I was 14 years old, where we were living down on the other side of Newcastle, Pennsylvania. This guy bought all this property up and tied up these German Shepherd dogs and had them guarding the property. Well, one got loose, jumped the fence, and come charging at us, and I turned sideways and blocked it as it was going for my throat. Nailed me in the arm here. That was scary enough. Then you get a dog man that's 8-9 foot tall, showing its teeth. Oh, hell no. I'm gone. I'm telling you right now, I'm gone. And I'm not usually afraid of dogs. I'm very respectful of dogs. But, no. Show you its teeth, I'm out. I'll guarantee it, I'm out. And I wouldn't think twice about it. Dogmans is definitely a strange phenomenon. Shane Spencer has been trying to study them himself. And he hasn't come up with no answers yet either. So it's right now it's kind of a new phenomenon concerning Bigfoot to Dogman. Dogman, I heard different takes on them where they just look at you and keep on going. Other ones growling and all this. So I don't know. Do you want to cross one? I sure in hell don't. If I do, I'm going to have Ghost Chick Angel with me. She'll freeze in terror, and I'm going to be gone. But she can't do Dogman. And I don't blame her. But, yeah, we're... all right, let's go back to the light anomalies. I'm still trying to figure them out. Anything's had any types of light anomalies, orbs, as a lot of us call them. I'd like to hear about it. Let us know, because that's the other thing we're working on too, which when I get information, I send it to Brian Seach. He's doing a complete review of the light anomaly. He actually has a reporting form for it. And that's because, like I said, a lot of times they're associated with Bigfoot. Um, cemeteries, definitely, you get them in there. And I believe that's just a spirit energy there. But like what Bigfoot, are they using for light? I'm not buying into that part so much because look how long it takes our eyes to adjust to the darkness after we look at it, with a light, and shut the light off. We're trying to adjust our eyes to see better in the dark, and it takes a little bit. Granted, as soon as that light comes on, you see great. Above Livermore Cemetery. Oh, okay. I know where that's at. There's no lights around that area either, is there, Nikki? I don't think there is. I have to think about that one. I don't think there is. And I was at Livermore Cemetery. Yeah, pitch black. That's what I thought. It was back in the early 2000s I was there. So it was probably 20 years, 20 plus. And it was just evening because I took a buddy of mine there. He wanted to go. So, yeah, that's interesting. The blue. The ones that we saw at Salt Fork were white. I've heard of blue ones, orange ones, white ones, even red ones. Didn't hear of any other color. Now, if they were purple, man, I'd be following them everywhere. My favorite color, as you guys can tell behind me. Yeah, ooh, purple orbs. They got me. There's 5 units. Okay. But how bright was it, Nikki? Was it like a dull blue or a bright blue shining? About how big of an orb? Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't be tired. I was up sick half the night. Bright blue. Okay. Which would make sense. All right. Size of a basketball. Sounds about right. Get much bigger than that, it might be so on spotlight. But like you said, that far up, it couldn't be one. And usually, if it's a real bright light, larger, it's probably a spotlight, and I doubt it'd be blue or red or orange, but it would definitely be a white one. And that you can almost say it's a spotlight, but the size of a basketball up in the sky, and it's bright blue, makes you wonder. Like I said, those pictures that I saw down at Gretchen Fest, not this past year, year before, at the first Gretchen Fest, it was very interesting because that guy had all these pictures of those orbs that had faces in it. And that was kind of freaky. But like I said, that one looked so demonic. Okay, really? I remember you telling us about that. Wasn't that like a year or so ago? Can't remember. I know you told me about it. Yeah. And those things are interesting. They really are. Now, I've seen pictures of this orb that is a reddish color. It was outside the guy's window, and I'm thinking, all right, light refraction. Next picture was in the house. So that wasn't light refraction because the window's here and it's down here, down below the window. And you can tell it came through the window and dropped down. Now, if it's light reflection going out of the house, why would it be back in? And he was in the same angle as it was when he took the first picture. So that's interesting. That makes you wonder. And that thing was about that big around. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Um, those things, they were about that big. Those light orbs. And they told me it traveled all through their house, that room, and they're just sitting there kind of freaking out. Well, I can understand that. Yeah, because it's an anomaly you don't tend to witness all the time. Hey, Albert. I'm still trying to figure out what type of energy it is. Now, when Mary Fabian and I was up in New York last February when it was 19 degrees, there's a pressure relief valve right near this gas line, underground gas line. And the guy said he keeps seeing all these orbs. What it was is the gas bubbles with the static electricity lighting them up as they're floating down. And the first witness that it was like, wow, that is neat. I got to check this out. The next morning, we went traveling to the other side of where that gas line come down this hill and went up and down over the other. Down over the other side, hey, I get out of the truck and I smell natural gas here. Yep, exactly what it was. There was the pressure relief valve. And of course, when it's releasing, it floats them up, and then they come back down. Some of them travel up over the hilltop. There you go. That one we can explain. And the guy still didn't buy it. And it's like, even Mary, when she come back, she checked with other people because she wanted to make sure I was right on that. And doo-da, I was right and she wasn't sure. Oh, no. But no, I was right. But that's common sense. But, that's the thing. We got to do more studying on the light anomalies and start doing more studying about the dog man. I know Bigfoot's out there. I've seen him. So I know he's there. Now the dog man. We got to figure that one out. We got to figure out the Jersey Devil. I think they already did. I'm going to have to double check with Brian. But the Jersey Devil would be a good one to study too. But anyhow, I'm going to end up getting off here. Tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, Michael W. Cook. He's a cryptid researcher. He's been on the Travel Channel. Well, here, let me do this. Let me do this. Here, let me show you guys.
And I'm thinking, what's going on here?
It's flesh and blood that can pick you up and take you away.
This could be a potential fatal encounter.
Well, Mike was the one doing the talking, not the screaming. But I'm going to ask him how his eardrums are from the guy screaming. He will be on tomorrow. Great guy, very knowledgeable. And he makes one hell of a great barbecue sauce. Sasquatch, it's called. Sasquatch barbecue sauce and hot sauce. I think it's Sasquatch.com you can order it from. Tell Nikki I said hi. Thursday, 5 o'clock, Ryder's Restaurant. We're doing the meet and greet. 5 o'clock's the dinner. 6 o'clock's the meeting. I got a guest coming. And she got some really good information. So that's going to be good. Then Friday evening, the 27th, 7 o'clock. Three Souls Paranormal's going to be on from Gettysburg. They're going to be up there. They're from Pittsburgh. They'll be on. Miss Tina Sams. Hello. They'll be on for a special podcast. They're going to be live at the. I know the name of the house. I woke up with this head cold. But they'll be up there. We're going to be doing a live podcast with them. And these guys are fun. And they're funny. They're a good group of guys. And I'm looking forward to this one. I really am. I met them at Gretchen Fest. Those guys were awesome there. And yes, poor Frank got the blunt of it all. But he's going to get the blunt of it again. Only because it's Frank. But seriously, these guys are a good group of guys. You'll enjoy them. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else this weekend. I might go out in the woods. We'll see. Tina, we got to do another hike like we all did that one day. I'm really missing it. Yeah, that was a fun day that day. We went out by the covered bridge up in Transfer. That was a fun time. Out just hiking around, enjoying nature, enjoying company. And finding some different stuff out there too. So it was a good time. Oh, I see how you are. Your dog's gonna curl up on a cushion and go and watch you hike. I know. That one picture. It was cold. And he just curled up on that cushion and was looking at her like, I'm not moving. Like my dogs. But anyhow, folks, you all have a great Tuesday. Stay safe. Stay warm. Tina, enjoy yourself. And you should take that little man in with you. They'll keep you active. And it'll drive you nuts looking for Alan. I love that video that was shared of that. This little boy loves her husband. And he's going to pack his bag and go live with Alan. Now, how funny is that? And Tina's like, oh, no, 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 no. But anyhow, I see that no way. Geez, oh man. I keep telling my grandsons to get out of my house, and they just laugh at me. Of course, they live with me, but that's beside the point. They still laugh at me. Get out. Don't want you here no more. Oh, I wouldn't have no other way, though. We do send them back to their mother once in a while. She lives here, too. Go bug your mom. Get out of here. And most of you saw me dressed up in that yesterday before the funeral. I walked in. He's sitting on the pot taking a poop. He looks at me and goes, hey, buddy, why you dressed like a spy? I was dressed like a spy? I said, so I can spy on you and make sure you're doing right. Why would I dress like a spy? Jeez, that's a good idea for a Halloween costume. Yeah, that he totally caught me off guard with that. That's right, he's my little buddy. But anyhow, hey, you all take care. You all have a great day. And stay safe. And I will talk to you soon.